This was in Johannesburg on the 21st of February, 2025. The woman named Sarah had requested an Uber. She was right in front of her friend's house when something truly terrifying happened. The movements of the man were suspicious, and Sarah quickly noticed the danger. Things were about to escalate really quickly in a second. The culprits tried to force her into the car, but the woman fought for her life. Fortunately, she managed to escape this scary encounter. In this case, the clown had stolen a phone, but the community had managed to catch him before he could escape. When these culprits are caught in South Africa, they usually have a better chance of survival if they are caught by the police, because if the civilians get their hands on them, it's usually game over. The police officers finally arrived on the scene, demanding for the culprit to lay on the ground. The civilians were not fully trusting the officers here, knowing how many of these culprits tend to get arrested and come back to cause havoc in the same communities. The man was arrested after failing miserably. Props to the civilians for taking down the culprit before the cops took over the situation. This was a takedown by the private police and the SAPs in South Africa. They had managed to chase down these culprits and stop them in their tracks. The clowns are now flat on their stomachs with zero to no escape after failing horribly here. This robber got more than he bargained for when he tried to test this shop owner. He was not ready for the counterattack that followed. The owner crawled under the counter, and what came next was straight up savage. The man defended himself in this high, intense situation with the robber trying to flee the scene. He gave the man no chance to finish his foul plan. These thieves had decided to target a man on the sidewalk. They had seen his watch, and they thought they had hit the jackpot. Unfortunately for the crew, the man was an undercover police officer with backup ready to pounce. The other cops rushed to the scene, catching the clowns in the act. The crew had failed horribly after trying to rob police officers. This was in London, at an area known for these robberies. Props to the cops for pulling this off perfectly. On this scene, the culprit had managed to escape from the courthouse on his hearing day. The guards were caught lacking here, with the man managing to make it out of the compound. Fortunately, the police tracked him down and fouled his escape plan. Once caught, he was now telling his story of the failed escape.
What they call these people, when at the back, all rise, what were they were not there. So I see there's no one most here. The
all rise was not there.
The all rise was not there. the police for the other side was not there also. It's only this police, that one is kind, yabo. That one, it doesn't have the traffic. So him, that other police was busy laughing with the lawyers and prosecutors, because those lawyers, they look beautiful. They are young lawyers, young state lawyers. Very young state lawyers. After that, I just look at the door. They are like, I think we have to postpone it. Me, I'm like, no, I'm telling my lawyer. I'm whispering, now we must do the guilty now. I want to go. I want my thing now. No matter what it is, I want it now. I don't want to go back trial. Because there is bad. I don't live nice.
These traffic officers were clashing with this man on the road. The culprit was resisting arrest, leading to the officer asking for a sizable favor. The big favor was delivered in record time, as the culprit could fail to escape the three men. Props to the civilian for helping out the cops in this situation. In our final video, the culprits were hunted down by this chopper in South Africa. They had tried to hide in the bushes, but the relentless cops managed to locate their position from above. They were now communicating with the ground team to make arrests on the ground after the successful operation. The culprits were now kissing the concrete after their miserable failure. Props to the men in blue for this amazing team effort.